Hello, I'm Mark.
I'm Casey.
And I'm Patrick.
And today we're going to talk about a new milestone that Tesla has reached. But first, Casey's going to roll that title card.
You're watching the Tesla Life Express.
Hey, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today. Casey, what was this? Is that
$1 million?
Yes, indeed. It's a number that we're looking for today. And the momentous occasion or milestone that Tesla has reached is about the Model 3. 3 million copies of that car have been sold globally at this point. So now we're over 3 million because that happened earlier in the week. I'm sure they sold a couple more between now and then.
They can change it to the Model 3 million now.
There you go. 3 million edition. Yes.
At least at the end of the month.
So that is something that is worth celebrating. It's a milestone that not many saw when the car was first released. I think, in fact, Elon and the company were a bit surprised about the uptake for that car. I remember the day that they did the live broadcast to show the car for the first time. And they were kind of surprised of the number of pre-orders that had already come in before their little expose on the car even began. And then during, of course, the unveil, the number just kept going. And Elon made the comment, I believe, something along the lines of, I think we're going to have to recalibrate the number of cars we were planning on making.
Yeah, but they had people lined up waiting for the stores to open to order their car on that day. That was shocking to me. I mean, I'm into this. I wanted one, but I thought it was just, the world was different 8 years ago. And the fact that so many people who have never driven an EV were willing to jump on a Model 3, that was exciting times.
Oh, boss, look at this dashboard. We're gonna need a bigger boat. We need a bigger factory. We're gonna have to recalibrate this.
Yeah, so that's 3 million cars with no tailpipe, 3 million cars that aren't supporting the fossil fuel industry with every fill up of a tank, buying gas at who knows whatever the price is now.
Exactly. It's something that really changed the landscape because the Model 3 became, well, it was definitely the first electric vehicle to sell 1 million copies initially.
Yes. And
it went on to 2 and obviously now 3. But the ramp was incredible for an EV. And then to start outselling gasoline cars along that way was another remarkable feat that had never been done before. That an EV was starting to outsell its gasoline counterparts along the way. I remember that Tesla poised the Model 3 to be a competition car towards the BMW, the Audi A4. They were aiming at a Mercedes C-level. They were pushing the Model 3 as that a little bit of an upscale car. But what they didn't realize was the people that were buying it in mass, most of those people were trading in their Prius or their Corolla or their Civic. That was really the uptake they were getting. And they didn't know that at the beginning, but it became quite apparent that most people were trading in the lower end cars, and they were doing the Tesla stretch to get into that Model 3 for the first couple of years.
Yeah, I think the only EV that's done better would be the Model Y, its younger sibling, as far as ramp up and getting to 1 million, 2 million, 3 million sooner. Yeah. So I think it did actually get, the Y got to 3 million before the 3 did.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm surprised that they were surprised by it. I mean, they were positioning it as, the Model S you can afford.
Yeah.
The positioning is what is public facing, though. Inside, they probably were saying, well, here's what we can expect based on what we've seen other launches be. and our expectations are good. But I didn't think they probably didn't want to dream as wild as what actually happened.
Not that. I meant when they were seeing the conquest list. They should have.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right. Conquests.
And of course, they started to get that early because as time went along, obviously there were more and more showrooms opening up, and of course, many people would come in to get the Model 3 and try to trade in their other car, whether or not they accepted the offer from Tesla to trade in their car. Tesla got to see what cars were being asked to be traded, what values of those cars, and they were logging all that data into their system, whether or not they accepted the offer or not.
Absolutely.
So it's it is something that as Patrick mentioned, it took a little bit longer than the Y to get to the 3 million mark, but now that we're here, do we see is the Model 3 always going to be in second position below the Model Y?
Will in Canada for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. So even with the release of the Model 3 Highland, which was the updated car, the car that they took those number of years and rebuilt it, hopefully fixed the upper control arm, which went in almost everyone's car, but they took all that information and made a more solid Model 3. It didn't overtake the Y at any point. It was It's always been second fiddle since the Y was introduced.
And I think that's just in general sedans versus mid-size crossovers. Yeah, I don't think it's Tesla specific. It's an industry thing. It's more practical. It has more cargo room. It's easier to get in and out of with the slightly higher ride.
Yeah,
there's a lot of reasons.
And we've conditioned them. Well, the industry has conditioned people to that as well. So even if the sedan is more practical and cheaper, if it's a slight stretch, they're going to go for it. Or if political action has made the one they want anyway cheaper than the more practical solution, then of course they're going to go for the Model Y.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. If the financials dictate it, then no one's going to be silly and say, I don't want the more space. I'd rather pay more and have less.
Right. Unless you're getting a performance version and it's a track car, and that's a very niche market.
Right.
So I know where I was 7-8 years ago. I was waiting in line when the store opened, and we hadn't seen the thing because this was March 31st.
Yep.
And then we built it on April 1st, and then my understanding, Patrick, you went by at lunch and didn't have a line to contend with.
Yes.
You waited till they showed it?
I waited 2 days after they showed it before I ordered it.
Wow.
But I debated myself, and my family debated me for those 2 days. So it wasn't an easy exercise as we talked about it.
Right.
But eventually we said, we're gonna take a chance on this. But I know many people, as the two of you, that stood in those lines here in the Toronto, the GTA area, and they bought or put down their deposit on that car sight unseen. And I was always going, that's brave. I understand that the S is a wonderful car, but it did have a few quirks here and there. Mm-hmm. And it was something that we didn't know with Tesla's next kick at the can. Were they going to come out with a solid base hit, or was there going to be a problem? Little did we know it was a triple or home run. Mm-hmm. But it's something that that many people bought sight unseen, at least deposited sight unseen.
Right.
And my hat's off to them because they took the risk. They understood. I said to myself, I have to see the car at least once on camera. Yeah. Because I was thinking, is it going to be a Homer Simpson car? I didn't think it would, but I had to see it once, and that's what it took for me to get serious.
Yeah, we got the sketches that day, or did they mail them to us if we waited? Or
they did hand out those sketches. I think they handed them to us in line.
Okay.
There was some stuff that got mailed to.
Yeah, but we didn't have any of that before we got in line. So
right,
and some of us were in there before they opened, so we didn't know.
Oh, well, that's a good point. I didn't know that people in line saw sketches because, of course, the people in line were in line before the event happened that evening.
Yes, but this is before we knew that Tesla aimed to make their sketches look final and not just like some pie in the sky thing. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, and they weren't real detailed. It was swoopy lines that, so it wasn't a whole lot of detail.
It was easy to catch that one. So how about you guys in the audience? Like, what was your Model 3 story? Did you wait in line? Did you order it later? Did you pick it up used 5 years on the line? Curious.
Yeah, that would be it'd be interesting to know what you thought of that event. What happened in your neck of the woods? Was there a line? Was there no line? Many people that I have talked to since that date have had great memories of the people that they were in line with.
Yeah.
The talk that was going on, the excitement, it was very much similar to an early iPhone event where people were in line waiting for a product, because of course they're all super interested in the product and everyone's got a story about what they've seen or what they've heard or what they believe will be happening, and that is worth the price of admission just there, listening to people and understanding where they're coming from with the thought of this vehicle.
Yeah, I mean, it really was the first mass-produced EV. It wasn't the first EV. There were plenty. I mean, we've all talked about the EV1 and there was a Ford Ranger EV, the Chevy S10 EV that I had, the RAV4 EV. There were plenty from the late 90s, early 2000s, but none of them were mass-produced. And even you could argue the X and S, those were niche luxury high-end vehicles. And and I think their highest production was 100,000 one year.
Yeah,
and as soon as the 3 came out, those started going down quickly. So yeah, this was a moment in time, a moment of history that really mattered to change. I can see why people in line were excited about it, right? I mean, this was history.
Yeah,
I ended up getting the used Model S, and that moved my number up. I didn't cancel the 3. It moved my number way up, and my car ended up coming in just 30 minutes. How many years was it? 1 year or 2 years? And 30 minutes after I had put my order in. I was like, this is freaking phenomenal.
That's
and
funny.
It was pretty cool. It got some use.
What I thought was interesting was me buying it out of country. Obviously, I was buying in Canada. I had a business trip that went coincidentally to the San Fran area. Mm-hmm. I took a couple hours at the end of the day, and I went down to Santana Row and went into that showroom. And I was hoping for somebody to tell me anything about deliveries in Canada. Nobody had any clue whatsoever about what was going on or what the delivery schedule was even like in the United States, let alone Canada. But at least there, I was able to sit in one, and that was my first time that I was able to get in the car. Cool. That was an interesting day. And then when I got home from that business trip, about a week later, we got word about when they were coming to Canada. So that was an exciting day in time.
And you still got your car before I did, even though you ordered it 2 days later and you're in Canada.
Exactly.
I'm on the West Coast.
You could have drove up and picked it up, Patrick. You were there. I'm sorry, drove down, I guess. But
California is weird about that, though. If you go there to pick up your car, you have to pay California sales tax.
Right away,
I'm not a resident. I'm like, well, what? I'm not going to pay 9% more. Don't be stupid.
Keep it.
Exactly.
I made them deliver it to me instead.
Yep. I'll do the factory tour, sit in my car, and then go home, and then have you bring it to me for the 9%.
I'll follow the truck delivering my car, but
yeah, fun times. Yeah. So as Casey said, put in the comments what was your experience like? Were you waiting for it? Were you in line? Did you have a good or bad experience? And what ultimately happened? Put it in the comments. Let us know. And with that, I will think we will wrap it up. Patrick, any shout outs today for us?
As always, I'm with the Oregon Electric Vehicle Association. You can find us at oeva.org, and I blog occasionally at carswithcords.net, where I write about my future free from fossil fuels.
Absolutely. Casey, what do you got?
Well, catch us on Sunday over at youtube.com/CaseyGreen or x.com/gcustom. And we'll have a Let's Chat with Casey and Friends, similar topics as these. And then come back on Monday for the Tesla Life Express, and we'll get you live on Wednesday.
Very good. Very good. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. If you haven't already, please give us a thumbs up on the video. Press subscribe. Help us out. Would really appreciate it. And we will catch you next time and find out what's happening in the Tesla Life.